Well, there. Happy Boxing Day, and welcome to Better Assholes. I'm your host, Sean Empire, and we're doing a bit of a extended, right through the holidays type of podcast here. Meaning, obviously, I'm setting aside some time here to babble on about things that everybody cares about. So, we're all familiar, right? Boxing Day. Is it something that everybody does? I don't know. I know it's popular in Canada. Probably in the US. I don't think it's a holiday. It's a popular thing. I think right now it's not as popular because Black Friday turned out to be a more popular event. It's better for people basically to get stuff on sale before Christmas, not after Christmas, and not wait in lines and whatever. So, because, after all the Black Friday sales, nobody cares about, Boxing Day. I can barely remember what it's called. It's a day nobody cares about anymore. If I could have everything, listen, I bought all the stuff I needed during Black Friday. Christmas was just kind of stuff that you wanted, but you weren't going to buy yourself. And then Boxing Day is like if there was something you were planning to get, but you didn't get, and you could find it at a good price, get it, right? Stuff that you didn't get on Black Friday. So that's how it goes. Not a very, very good day for specials and shopping or anything useful anymore. So that's what that day is like. So on to other news. Let's talk about Trump. Trump in Canada. That's been really crazy. So, Trump has been hinting for pretty much this whole month that it would be a good idea for the US to, take over Canada. And, he's been listing all the benefits of it, which are probably more benefits than anything else, along with maybe making Trudeau a governor. Now, that's kind of funny. We don't want him. They wouldn't want him either. I think there's a big portion of, anybody that's immigrated here in the last 10 years would definitely sign up to be an American. I don't think that would work. I think they would probably tell these people, hey, you have to go back to where you came from and reapply at that point because, obviously they're not going to inherit everybody else's problems and pain in the asses, right? So our lax immigration system is something they want to inherit. But I think if you asked Canadians maybe 10 years ago, would you like to be an American country and Trump was in power? I think most of the people would say yes. Right. So that is a really interesting thing. They're going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And we'll see. It's in jest, apparently, but everybody's kind of liking the fact that it is a double down kind of topic and Trump keeps on talking about it and putting in the spotlight. So we may see some type of movement into the new year, into 2025, where they keep talking about it. Do we want to be American or do we just want the American system? Well, I think we like kind of what Canada means until Trudeau ruined it. Canada kind of had its own swagger, but now we're considered, a second-rate, second world country at best. So there's not too many advantages. I think the tariffs, the job situation, all these things are making it more of a pain in the ass. Politicians like Trudeau, what we've managed to do was make ourselves very not competitive. So when you look at Mexico and the fact that, the Mexicans have a better high, standard of living than they used to, they make more money than they used to. It's not a $2 an hour situation or $5 situation in Mexico now. It's a $10 situation, right? It's like they're making more money. Their economy is doing a bit better. Their system is a little bit better over there now with this, but they didn't pretty much take the whole arm, right? So in Canada, we kind of said, well, you could give us your jobs or export your jobs to us, but you have to pay, healthcare and dental and pay into this and old age and this and that and this and that. And so when you end up paying much more to offshore jobs than you do to keep them, it makes no sense. So all these American companies now are pulling all the jobs back from Canada into America. is make America great again. They're going to get incentives. They're going to get tariffs. And it's going to collapse what we're doing here. But it's our own fault because instead of voting for a government that was building Canada, building jobs, building Canadians, we voted for a government that wanted people to sit around and do nothing and get welfare and basically be the bottom end of everything, right? We don't manufacture anything, so we go to China. The Chinese are going to screw us. So we have nothing to manufacture. We have no manufacturing. We're going to be importing garbage from third world countries at a higher rate. Canadians that own stores selling stuff, it's more expensive to send anything now with Canada Post. It's expensive. Tariffs will make it expensive to send anything to the US. So that means selling no European country. Nobody's buying stuff from Canada. And the Americans are no exception. And that's going to get worse. So if Canadians are not buying Canadian stuff, they're not buying American stuff, Americans aren't buying Canadian stuff, then, there's a big problem going to happen. This is a time to stock up, buy your stuff, get what you need, because it's just going to be a pain in the ass coming in the next year. Guaranteed, no matter what way we look at it, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, 2 topics. Boxing Day, useless this year. And the next topic, Trump and Canada. Oh boy, that's going to be crazy. So we will have to discuss a little bit more about this going to a new year. But it is going to be a wild ride. Are we going to become part of the US? Or are we going to stay Canada and get a new government that doesn't suck as far as being a liberal turd monkey type of bullshit that we got going on with Trudeau here? So I don't know. Tune in and we will figure that one out. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But January is when we're going to find out. We'll talk about more stuff coming up tomorrow and whatever day comes after tomorrow, Saturday, and the day after, the day after, the day after, Sunday and Monday, and we're going to go full swing, and talk about this shit. But I'm going to save all the excitement for later on. Anyways, I'm Sean. Stay better, assholes. Take it easy.